Hamburgers.
Hamburgers.
Everybody likes hamburgers.
Most people.
And hamburgers are a ubiquitous American food item.
They are.
Now, that is not to say that all hamburgers are the same, right? Everybody has their particular favorite chain or particular style of how they like their hamburger cooked. So, there are a lot of people, they like smashed burgers. They like to have the hamburger patty just smooshed on the grill, and I can see the appeal. That's why people like the burnt ends on brisket, get all those delicious little acrylamides. Personally, I like a burger that's got a little bit of thickness to it and got some juiciness in the middle.
Absolutely.
What are your thoughts?
I do prefer, I mean, while there is something to be said for that Midwestern style, you know, you got your Culvers, you got your Freddy's, you got, you know, smash burgers. I still like a thicker, denser patty. That's why, you know, if I'm gonna have a fast food burger, I'm gonna prefer like a quarter pounder, or, you know, if I'm gonna go to like a Whataburger, it's gonna be mushroom Swiss, something like that, where they use a thicker patty.
Yeah. Now, something you want to think about if you want to respond to us in the comments below, there's been this ongoing debate about the Whataburger burger versus the In-N-Out burger. If you've had the chance to try them both, which one do you prefer? Comment your comment in the comments below.
All right. So today we're going. Ooh, I never eat at Burger King, Jason.
I know. I seldom eat there as well. I'm usually either picking up something quick and cheap at McDonald's, getting something, some sort of novelty off of the In-N-Out hidden menu, or getting that mushroom Swiss or that sweet and spicy or something, some sort of deluxe burger at Whataburger. But the reports have been coming out. Some people say, or at least the marketing department at Burger King says, that the Whopper, which has been flame-broiled in America for however many decades it has, is near indistinguishable from the Impossible Burger, which utilizes the impossible meats, whatever tools they use in order to make a more meat-like fake meat substance.
Full disclosure, I'm not down with fake meats. At least not the way that current fake meats are manufactured.
Now, fake meat has advanced quite a bit in terms of texture and flavoring in the last 20 years. And I say that as somebody who has consumed them after jonesing for meat during various vegetarian Lenten fasts. So I will say they have gotten close to the look and feel and taste of real meat, but I do not, in general, consume fake meat, seeing as how there are no real admonitions on my part, or prohibitions, I should say, from consuming the real thing.
Now, my problems with the faux meat in general is that it has a veneer of being good for you, when in reality it is not good for you at all.
Fat, sodium, all sorts
the
of...
amount of stuff that they put into the Impossible meats in order to make them taste meat-like render them nigh on non-food. So,
what are your ideas and thoughts about fake meat? Comment your comment in the comments below.
All right, so let's get to it.
We're going to go ahead, we're going to divvy these out. We have face-to-face Pepsi challenge here, the Whopper versus the Impossible Whopper. First, we're going to start with the standard, get ourselves our baseline, and look at the wonderful encapsulation by the highly trained professional wrapping job.
Now, I would like to note that the Impossible Whopper looks taller just already, but it also looks a little bit smaller around. So they might be using a different size bun and different size patty.
So here we go. We got ourselves a cross section. All right. And as you can see, we have lettuce, tomato, and pickle, and onions with mayonnaise, and the flame-broiled burger. You can see it has some lines.
Yeah, lines.
I think it may be finished off on a flat top, but I'm not 100% on that. We'll have to
only
inquire.
one side has lines.
Yes. Okay. It remembers how it tastes how I remember a Whopper tasting.
Mm-hmm.
You can taste a little bit of the smoke, which you can smell outside of a Burger King anytime they got the flame grill going.
Now, if I'm going for a flame broiled burger, though, I'm gonna go with Frontier Burger.
Very good choice.
Thicker patty,
Charcoal grilled.
toasted buns. These
Now
buns are not toasted. These buns are not even. Oh well, I mean they've got toast marks, but it doesn't
They've got a light toast on it.
like toast.
Now I will tell you, there was a place here in San Antonio called Whataburger that offered flame-broiled burgers. Their flame-broiled machine, my father actually used to work there briefly, would constantly catch fire from the grease. Eventually they did away with the flame-broiling machine, and they had to change their name to Burger Time due to some sort of legal dispute with Burger King.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to eat this, or are we going to taste the other one?
We want one more bite.
Mm-hmm.
Here we got the professional wrapping job. Now it appears to utilize the same size bun. Okay. It is a little higher.
I think it's just because of the lettuces that they used.
Okay. And we're going to slice into this.
Patty looks very much the same.
Now it has a little bit more well-defined edges, I
Yes.
think. Like it was sliced off from a tube. You got that cross-section. Here you go.
So now comparing this cross-section with this cross-section, thicker tomatoes, so that one made this one higher, or at least the tomatoes got pushed out on this side on this.
And this one does have the flame grill lines. That's interesting. Now, all the condiments are the same, so you're still going to get the taste of the lettuce, pickles, tomato, onion, and mayonnaise. So that is going to be a match. All you have to do really in a case like that is get it close enough to the taste of the beef, and the condiments will do the rest of the job.
And I don't know that it actually tastes like beef. It kind of fell apart and blended in with the bun and the veggies once, texture-wise. And all I really tasted was flame broiled.
You can definitely taste the flame broiled. I guess it's a bit of a blanker canvas to paint that color on.
Right. So eating it by itself,
It
it has a meat-like texture,
Mhm.
a ground beef patty texture.
Now I've seen some reports. They get the nice thick burger or a fake Impossible meat steak or something like that, and it bleeds for them. In a fast food restaurant where things like E. coli and things are concerned, you don't want a bleeding burger. So this burger does not bleed. I don't know if that's by just the way they cook it, or if it was never designed to bleed in the first place.
Well, I mean, it's a thin patty even on the Whopper. You're not gonna, that's gonna cook completely through. So these are well done burgers.
Now the thickness and texture, if we can look at the cross section here, very, very similar. They are visually in the cross section almost indistinguishable from each other. So that is definitely an advancement in the field of fake meats.
If you weren't eating this right next to a regular burger, you could be fooled. Because next to the regular burger, the texture is a little bit tougher and stringier for the meat, the actual beef, than it is for the textured protein that they're using here.
It's a very convincing forgery.
It's got, the flame broiled flavor is the defining flavor, but it has that umami meat taste. So for someone who is missing burgers, this would be a good substitute if they want the flavor of it and don't care about the health aspects. But if you're going to Burger King for health food, you're going to the wrong place.
Right. So I can definitely see eating this if I do another vegetarian Lenten fast. But you know, if I can't have the real thing, I think you know, for the price point, it's better to go with the real thing if you are not prohibited from having the real thing.
Okay. So there we go.
There you go. All right. So for Meet the Witch Cafe, I have been Jason.
And I'm Dawn.
Don't forget, dine in and game on.